Hello and welcome to What's the 314, where we give you the 314. You see what I did there? On what is happening in and around St. Louis. I'm your host, Angela Hochman. And as you can see, this is not Draco. Spoiler alert, he is out today, but we have asked our friend Braden from BradENSTL to step in and join today. Braden, how the heck are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. And Draco, we miss you, but also I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, okay, so before we sort of get into the show, people need to know about you. You are a rock star. I so admire you and all that you do, so tell the people who you are and what you're all about.
Yeah, so BradENSTL, I do a lot of everything. Born and raised here in St. Louis. We're in the Show Me State. We all have these expensive phones in our pocket and social media is free. So, and also one more thing, food brings us all together.
Yes, it does. Oh my gosh, can you hear my stomach growling?
I know, yeah, mine too.
That was me.
I just bring it all together. I showcase, everything great about our city and even like highlighting the people, the food, the sports, and showing it to the world because most people start in their day on their phone, so why not do that?
And you are seriously like a social media wizard with some of your Instagram videos, and you've got a podcast. Talk for a second about that.
Yeah, so just about a month or two ago, we had Ozzie Smith on there, and we bring on all kinds of people that have like made an impact in St. Louis or are working to make the impact.
Yeah.
And so I like to use my platform to just bring everyone to the table, introduce the different generations, like, my parents, my grandparents, they know all about Ozzie. Most Cardinal fans do, but it's like introducing the younger generation about the person they've heard about so much. So I like doing that, and I've had so many great people join the pod.
Amazing, amazing. It's called the Ope.
Yep, Opecast.
Awesome.
The Midwest.
I love it. I love it. But seriously, follow this guy on social media. You're just going to want to be his friend because he's so awesome, and he is very plugged in. So, Braden, we know that it's gonna get warm soon. Don't worry, it's around the corner, you guys. So here are just like a few ways to get involved in St. Louis in the coming months. Okay, what are some things that you're excited about over the warm months?
So it's funny, this is the first time, when I was a kid, I would always go to Six Flags, and this is the first year in like 10 that I have a Six Flags season pass, so.
Really? Do they still have the Screaming Eagle?
They should.
Big drop. Probably just dated myself here.
No, they should. I think it's, it's still holding on.
It's like a huge drop. That's it. And
Yeah.
it was the Ninja. Yeah, forget it.
Oh, the Ninja, yes.
My gosh, what else? I feel like there's so many different tastes of, it's like you can go the taste of St. Louis.
Concerts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to go to Enterprise Center because, it gets hot out here, but
Right.
sometimes I'll go out to Hollywood Casino. I'll catch a country show.
Okay. Oh, who's your favorite country artist? Beyonce.
She made me like
Texas
country
Hold'em,
again.
What? I know.
Like I like her, Zach Brown, Kenny Chesney.
Okay. Oh, Kenny Chesney.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. And if you want to get active too, in addition to music, there is always the Susan G. Komen Walk, which is huge. That's going to be on June 8th. And as a theater nerd, I'm very excited about the Muni. They are kicking off their 106th season. You don't look a day past 105. What else do we have?
You said the Muni. I can't believe I didn't mention that. I'm there every week.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What show are you excited to see?
I think Dreamgirls, that's coming
Yeah.
this year. So I'm excited for that one. And then In the Heights.
Oh my gosh,
good ones.
some Lin-Manuel Miranda, gotta love them, all right? There's also the St. Louis Sarah Black Rodeo, June 22nd. What else do we have?
STL Fest.
Oh, fun. Okay, that's gonna be Sunday, July 7th. So if it's not too hot, you're gonna wanna hit that one up. Also, Music at the Intersection.
Oh, that's
I've never seen so many amazing musical artists literally in one beautiful intersection.
It's really cool too. Like you have so many different stages.
Yeah.
So much different food.
I know, and I know maybe like 3 of the people listed on there, but still, they are awesome. All right, you guys, dang, we could keep chatting, but we do have to take a very quick break, but don't go anywhere. There is a big celebration happening in just a couple months, and we are gonna find out all of the details. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
Anywhere.
There, welcome back. Now, our first guest is a seasoned educator entering into different schools to help educators and administrators with professional development skills. So valuable.
Yes, she is the leader at the Enrichment Lab, and they're doing some wonderful things in the community. Here to tell us more about this organization is Hope Ross. So welcome.
Thank you.
How you feeling, Hope?
I feel good.
Good. Well, we want to get to know you before we sort of get into your organization. So tell us a bit about your professional background.
So I'm a mom and a grandmother, just so you know that, single mom and grandmother. And I worked in public schools since 1980. And in 2010, our school district closed. So since then, I've just been doing professional development, public speaking, keynote speaking around everywhere except St. Louis, actually. So recently, I just got into St. Louis schools, doing some professional development and some crime prevention type things as well, because all of my tenure was in urban schools. So that's my favorite.
Now that led you to start the Enrichment Lab.
Yes.
So what is that for those who don't know?
The Enrichment Lab is several seasoned educators. We were all working at a school district, a charter school district, and the school district closed. So we were all without a job, and we decided, well, we have to see those children. Those are our children. So we developed the Enrichment Lab so that we could still go into the schools and support the children and our teachers. And that's what we continue to do. I kind of branched off a little bit in the public speaking and keynote speaking because my son was murdered. So I would do some parenting and keynote speaking in crime summits around the world.
Oh, wow. I'm really sorry you had to go through that. That's awful. But I'd love to hear just how you actually started this organization.
We all just kept meeting at interviews, and so we decided to get together to decide how we can still support the children. It was obvious we weren't going to get jobs. We developed a curriculum that works, and it supports the home, school, and the community, because it's about being a partner with the parent, being a partner with home, being a partner in the community, and being a partner in the school. So our curriculum is homeschool community based. So everything connects. The church connects to the curriculum. Everybody has a role to support the children. And we hadn't worked a lot in St. Louis, but we're doing it now.
There's a huge impact with what you do. Who can be involved with the organization?
Anyone can be involved with the organization. If you are an educator and you are currently not working, you can be involved. If you are working, if you want us to come to your school, if you're an administrator, you need assistance in your school, we're dynamic with classroom management, dynamic with understanding the new parent. We have created curriculum with that. The ISS, the in-school suspension, we created an entire curriculum around that and renamed it the Resiliency Camp. So
Sounds so much more positive.
Oh, absolutely.
And just gives you more hope. ISS just sounds so
absolutely.
daunting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And recently, about 3 weeks ago, I was ill. One of my former teachers called, and she wanted me to help with a young man who wasn't writing his name on the paper. And I told her, well, I don't feel well, but I'll try to come on Friday. And I'm glad I did. And I went to have a conversation with him and speak with him. So I'll be visiting him frequently now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we built a relationship, and I was able to give her some tips to help him, and he's been doing his work.
Wow. So
Writing his name on the paper.
I mean, you see voids
Absolutely.
in the different path for education,
Absolutely.
and you figure out ways to fill those.
Absolutely.
Can you share, Hope, any of your most proud moments during this
Oh, I have
journey?
several. Teachable moments are my favorite. I have teachable moments with children I was connected to and some I was not. I was recently at a Subway, and I had just left the salon, and a young lady asked me who did my hair. And I thought she said, is that a brand of hair? She said, is that Janet hair? And I thought she meant, did Janet do my hair? And I said, no, Thomas. speaking of my stylist, and she said, no, I've never heard of Thomas hair. And I said, oh no, Thomas did my hair. She said, that's your real hair? I said, yeah. And she just blurted out the worst. I was shocked. I was blown away at what she said. I was blown away. When I got myself together, I asked her to step outside. And I asked her, I said, you curse with your mom? She said, no. I said, why would you curse me? She said, I don't know. I said, well, you owe me an apology. And she said, sorry. I said, no. You're not sorry. You're amazing. You just haven't figured it out yet. I said, don't ever say, I'm sorry. You say, I apologize. She said, I apologize. I said, okay. I said, so I'm gonna let you touch my hair. And she ran her fingers through it. She said, it is your hair. I said, it is. And so she said, I apologize. I said, okay. I said, have a good day. I walked off and she said, Miss Ross? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, could I have a hug?
Oh.
I said, absolutely. And so I hugged her until she let me go. And then I walked off again. I said, have a good day. I walked off again. She said, Miss Ross? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, can I go home with you? So something that could have been terrible turned out like that. Sometimes they just need that one little thing. The young man I went to visit, he said he didn't write his name on the paper because the teacher was storing their papers they had already turned in the window. She hadn't checked them and given them back. So he wasn't gonna do anymore. So I had to have a conversation with her. She called me for him, but it was actually her that I needed to speak to. I said, you need to check those papers and give them back. That's feedback. He knows how he's doing. And then I talked to him a little bit about manhood, showing up for yourself. I said, so if she was wrong, then that's something the administrators will deal with. But if we don't have a paper to check for you, then you didn't show up for yourself. The first thing you gotta do is show up. That's the first rule of manhood, is to show up for yourself. He was so proud. He was so proud to learn that. He said, nobody's ever spoken to me about manhood. I got there late last Tuesday, and he was kind of teary-eyed. I said, what's the matter? And he said, I thought you weren't gonna come. So I can't miss now.
Yeah, you make
Beautiful.
such an impact.
Yeah, something so small.
Right, the smallest thing. You wouldn't think that you would have a transformative experience at Subway, and you really just connect with people. That is a beautiful quality.
Yes. Teachable moment is everything.
And it feels like it's not even just what you're saying to people, it's how you're speaking to them.
Absolutely.
You're giving them the time of day, and maybe someone else doesn't listen to them the way that you do.
Yes.
That's huge, so impactful.
Because it's like, sometimes all people need is someone to be there for them, listen to them, and you're there. I mean, that's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and not to even judge anyone. It's just like, this is where you are right now, and I'll help you through it. You might be in a little road bump, but it's
and
just
he
temporary.
Proudly turns in his work, and he wants me to see it.
How does that make you feel?
Amazing.
And that's incredible, how fast you could have just been like, write your name on your paper, end of discussion.
Yeah.
But
I don't do that. I don't operate like that. And that's a classroom management thing as well. With classroom management, you have to have individualized time with the students.
Absolutely.
So you might receive them all at one time, but throughout the time, you need to have a one-on-one conversation with each one of them. And I normally start with, what's your nickname? And then I tell them what my nickname was when I was nothing real personal. And they're like, really, you had a nickname? And I'm like, yeah. And I said, math wasn't my favorite. I didn't get good grades in math. And so that kind of brings the wall down a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, before we wind down, we can't leave you without you bragging. So talk about some of the awards briefly that you've won.
So I was invited to an education summit in Japan. I took the 4 programs that I wrote. I won 2 first place and 1 second place. And little old me, Hope from St. Louis, took home all the awards.
Well, congratulations. I am not surprised one bit to hear that you are winning all of these amazing awards.
Thank you.
Hope, it has been wonderful to talk with you. It's been really impactful and meaningful, and it's just like, I don't know, I'm so
Inspirational.
Yeah, we're so proud of all the work that you're doing to help people. Now, if you are so moved and you'd like additional information on the Enrichment Lab, well, keep in contact with them, you guys. You can email them real quickly at theenrichmentlab@gmail.com. But don't go anywhere. We're going to take a very quick break, and we will be back in just a moment. See you soon. Welcome back. Okay, how fun did that video look?
That looks awesome. I'm definitely gonna go there.
Absolutely, it is going on my calendar. Now, as you saw, Juneteenth is a celebration. It's commemorating the end of slavery, and it has historically been celebrated on June 19th, hence the name. So, Juneteenth has been largely celebrated in southern states like Texas.
But in 2021, Juneteenth became a federal holiday when President Joe Biden signed the Juneteenth National Independence Day into law, therefore growing the celebration across the country.
So we thought, we got to have a great guest to come in and hype up Juneteenth, here to tell us more about this federal holiday and also how communities in St. Louis plan to celebrate is the one and only Miss Twyla Lee, the founder of Bridge the Gap. What's going on, Twyla?
Hello.
How are you?
Nothing much going on. I'm just excited that you all brought me on so we can talk about Juneteenth.
We are delighted that you made time for us here in studio. So Twyla, talk a little bit about your background and, what is Bridge the Gap?
23 years as an educator. This is my first year as an assistant principal, but 23 years in education altogether. I'm a proud mother of one son, Makai, 25. And really, he is the reason why Bridge the Gap 314 came into existence. It was pretty much out of the need that I felt he and I needed, and me being a single mother, living out of state, away from my family, I didn't know what resources were available to me, and I needed some. Also, I kept my son in organized sports since he was 3 years old, and pretty much because his father was incarcerated. So that was a way that I taught him how to be a team player and follow the rules through organized sports. That's what I used. So it was expensive, and I needed help. We had gaps, so hence Bridge the Gap. And since we're back here in St. Louis, 314, of course, Bridge the Gap 314, because we're here to help anyone, city, county, even across the bridge, the metro. So the money that we raise from 2 self-published books that we sell on Amazon, Letters of Empowerment to the Next Generation, that's primarily how we raise funds to support. And what we do, we pay for students or youth registration to, let's say, the Boys and Girls Club or City Rec, athletics, whatever it is. Cap and gown fees if students can't pay for the cap and gown rental fees, SAT prep. Any small things that just really go far when you need it and it's something that you're trying to do to better yourself. I just feel like investing in children is what we should do. So that's pretty much what Bridge the Gap is about, investing in children and creating opportunities for children to soar.
That's beautiful. Wow. Now moving on to the Juneteenth celebration, what is Juneteenth and what does it mean to you?
Well, you all told us in the opening that Juneteenth is a federal holiday, and it's a bittersweet day. Let's put it like that, because celebrating Juneteenth, it just shows us how being misinformed or not informed, not attached. So Juneteenth is the celebration of when the slaves in Texas actually found out that they were free. It was 2 years later, and that's because they were uninformed, disconnected, and all of those things or whatever. So with the Juneteenth celebration that we do at the Dellwood Rec Center is about making sure that the citizens are informed, the help is there if they need it, and just also to create community, a sense of community. It feels like a big family reunion the day.
Well, it looked like it in the video. It was just like, you know, families were there. It seems like there's something for everybody. So why did you feel so compelled? I mean, you're a busy woman, you're a mom, you've got a job, you're very busy. What made you get involved in Juneteenth?
Well, I'm a social studies teacher, so anything history and all those things and bringing history alive is important to me. And it actually makes, as I was a classroom teacher, made my job easier, you know, if bringing history alive. So a lot of times being in the classroom with the students, they like, oh, this is so old, they feel disconnected. So bringing Juneteenth in a way, in a location that's in their neighborhood where they can reach, has activities where even if you're not involved, you're catching out, you're learning something because it's so much talking, even the DJ announcing and making things and all of that. So that was that. I wanted to bring us together. As a teacher, a lot of times I hear my students say, I didn't know, or even when I'm meeting with parents, they don't know. So this is a place and it's an opportunity to come and get connected, learn what you need to learn, or even be the help that someone needs, because we all have to help each other.
Now, in the video, people got to see there are a bunch of activities, but my understanding, there's even more this year. So what are some of the things that people can expect?
Oh, we are bringing it on this year. The day will start off with vendors setting up around 10 a.m. The parade, we have a Juneteenth parade that starts in Ferguson and it ends at the Dellwood Rec Center, so that starts at 12. So that brings the crowd down, and we'll have the skating. We're gonna have D-Nice Entertainment show on skates, so we'll have the St. Louis style skaters performing.
Brad wants to skate, so if you need someone to just do some tricks.
Is there going to be an ambulance nearby?
We will have the firemen there to help.
There we go, right?
Just kidding. We were talking skating. Carry on.
Yes, so we'll have a gaming truck for the teenagers, the youth, inflatables for the younger ones, face painting. We're going to end the night, I think this is the biggest draw. We're going to end the night with the Dirty Mugs performing and a fireworks show.
What?
So, yes.
Oh my gosh, and I feel like there's got to be even more that you're not sharing with us. You don't have to, because you gotta give the people something to be surprised about.
I need everyone to know, voter registration.
Oh.
This is an election year. We always have voter registration going on. The Red Cross will be there doing a blood drive. Also doing an awareness campaign about sickle cell, because that is a community ill. Citement, mammogram van will be there. Appointments will be necessary for the mammogram. Children's Hospital Healthy Kids Express will be there examining children for free. And we'll have tons of vendors selling unique goods and things from St. Louis. Also, we'll have food trucks, community organizations. We have something for everyone, and it's a day just filled. This year we're having an expanded seating area, but we also put on the flyer, make sure you bring your lawn chairs, because you will want to be able to be comfortable and hang out with us. Come and be family with us.
Now, for those who are looking, or those who are watching and they're like, okay, I want to be part of this, how can they become involved with it?
Easy. So there are many ways that the community can participate. Like I said, if you're a nonprofit organization or a community-based organization, please reach out to us because we really want any organizations that provide a service to the community to be present. Also, we want the vendors with the nice trendy t-shirts, cups, all sorts of things. Volunteers, we always need volunteers. So we've partnered with 3 local school districts that they're going to have a panel discussion to tell the community how can they support the schools, because we all hear what's going on and all of that, and everyone wants to get involved. But we need people to get involved on the same page to make sure we have the same objective. So that will be a panel discussion. And BJ the DJ, he'll be live streaming it and all of that. So we want to know what the schools need, how the community can help, because to me, that's really what Juneteenth is, an annual time for us to reevaluate what we need, where we are, where we need to go, how have we been, and also just celebrate that we are connected, we can be informed and all that stuff. So it's just a time just for us to get together and talk. Like, we just really need to talk in person.
I love this, Twyla. It's just like you're bringing the community together to sort of debunk any misinformation, which you brought up a handful of times. And like you've said, knowledge is power. So teaching people, getting everyone on the same page, I think doing that through the panel discussions is going to be super powerful. But you're also making it fun. You're making it like people want to learn about it and get involved and, you know, celebrate, just be together, I feel like, as a community.
We have so much going on. The Teen Summit, the youth, we're having a Teen Summit the day before for our, you know, middle school through high school kids, so we can hear from them to know what they want, you know. So many times we speak and make plans for them, but this year I'm really trying to bring our kids and increase student voice, youth voice, because they are the future.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Twyla. I'm telling you, this event is going to be bigger than ever. And this is your 4th year?
Yes, this will be the 4th year.
Okay, going strong. Like you said, there's going to be so much momentum already behind it. But, I mean, once the community rallies around you, it's going to be huge.
Yes.
So we are winding down, but we want to get out some more important information. How can people register, and is there a deadline?
Anyone can register. You can go to bridgethegap314.org, but also you can follow us on social media, Juneteenth STL or Bridge the Gap 314 on Facebook and Instagram. I have tons of ways where you can get involved, large or small. Also, we are looking for some children authors, more children authors. So come on out, we want everyone.
To be clear, grown-ups that have written books for children or children that have written books?
It's
really
everyone, yes.
I love that. You really are bringing everybody together, all ages, something for everyone. Twyla, we just want to thank you so much for taking time to share the importance of this. And you're clearly so passionate about Juneteenth and Bridge the Gap 314 that I think the sky's the limit for you, my friend.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah, it has been so much fun. Thank you for taking time to visit with us, Twyla. Again, if you would like more information about Bridge the Gap's 2024 Juneteenth celebration, lots of ways to find Twyla. So don't go anywhere, you guys. We're going to take a very quick break, but we are going to be back very shortly. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much for keeping it right here on What's the 314 on STL TV. Okay, we had so much fun today. What an amazing and inspiring show, if I do say so myself. And Braden, thank you so much for taking time. You did a great job filling in.
Thank you. You know, Draco, we missed you, but you know, hey, if you can't make it, you guys give me a call.
We're calling you, my friend.
Well, now, unfortunately, we're out of time. We'd like to thank our guest, Twyla, with Bridge the Gap and Hope of the Enrichment Lab for being with us today, and thank you at home for joining us as well.
Yeah, we sincerely appreciate your eyeballs on this show. And yes, the rumors are true. The show is technically over, but don't worry. Don't worry. You can always find us on Facebook, on X, as the kids used to call Twitter, right? It used to be Twitter back in the day.
Yep.
Instagram, of course, there's YouTube, and you can visit us on the website, stltv.net. That's going to do it, friends. I'm Angela Hochman.
And I'm Braden. Keep it right here to STL TV, Experience St. Louis.
See you next time.